What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Unless this happens to be your very first time here, then come on in. It's so nice to meet you. My name is Abigail. I do musical reactions here on YouTube, all on the first take. And today I'm so happy to say that we are reacting to a expedited Buy Me a Coffee request. This one is brought to you by Scott W. Hi, Scott. Thank you so much for these amazing classic requests that you keep sending me. I feel like it's solely because of you that my channel has been exposed to this good music, and I just really wanted to thank you. What Scott requested this time is Metallica. This is a performance from 1989 live. The song is called For Whom the Bell Tolls. This is live in Seattle. So, just based on the title, I don't know this song. That's not saying much. I'm not a huge Metallica fan in the sense that I would know their discography, but I know, I guess, the hits. And if this is a hit, then maybe I'll just take back what I said because I don't know this one. Is this a lesser known song from them? Because just by the title, I don't recognize it. Maybe, I hope that this will be one of those circumstances where I hit play, I listen to the first couple seconds while it's Metallica, so like the first 2 minutes before the song starts. And then I'm like, oh, wait, I do know this song, but I'm not gonna know until I actually hit play. So typically how we do it on this channel, guys, is that we'll watch the video twice together, with the first watch containing stops and pauses, just so I can give you my thoughts and commentary in real time as it comes to me. However, if you stick around for the second watch, we'll watch the entire video nonstop all the way through. I'll be taking notes during that watch, and then we'll talk about it after. Depending on what happens on the upload, whether or not I get detected with copyright stuff, I may or may not have to fast forward through that second watch, but fear not, we're going to put this up on Patreon where you could watch the full reaction with no fast forwarding, no watermarks, no nothing. So should you happen to check out my Patreon, I do truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. But enough delay. I want to hear some Metallica. I'm very curious to know if I know this one. Just by the title, I don't know it. But let's see what happens when I actually hit play. Here we go.
Hey friends, you got some arms to show me, don't you?
There's that crowd interaction.
This was from the album Raid, the Lightning, entitled For Whom the Fucking Bell Tolls.
Wow. Tempo's increasing, I think. Oh yeah, right? Real quick, I gotta say, I can't tell if the tempo is increasing or not. They're messing with me. I keep thinking that it's gonna increase for some reason. I'm not sure why I'm getting that vibe, and I'm second guessing myself. Very cool crowd interaction in the very beginning. He put an F-bomb in the title. I don't think there's an F-bomb in the title. For whom the bell tolls. But that's just showing how amped up he is for this performance. So I look forward to see where the performance is gonna go from there. Let's keep going. Cool. Look at that crowd. I hear you. All right, real quick, I'm gonna say I was only joking in the beginning of this video where I was kind of like, oh, 2 minutes to even start the song. It's literally been 2 minutes and he hasn't even said a word yet. And I love that actually, because you are taking this time to amp yourself up, to amp up the crowd, to interact with the crowd, to engage. My goodness, what an intro already. It hasn't even, it's been 2 minutes. He hasn't even spoken anything. I can't wait. Let's keep going. That little part reminded me of Legend of Dragoon battle. We're singing! That riff reminds me of Legend of Dragoon. Wow, you hear them? Nope, if that's a solo, I'm going to stop it right before, just to quickly say that so far from what he's saying and from what I've heard so far, which is half the song, I don't know this one. I don't recognize this one. Nothing is giving me that aha moment. Nothing yet. So this is completely blind to me, song-wise and video-wise. So cool. I digress. I think we're about to dive into an epic solo here. Let's go. Cool. Drums are going hard too. Okay. Wow. I like this riff. I think this is my favorite part. Yeah. Real quick, guys, I have to note that when an artist performs, I really love it when the artist uses their body to also enhance the performance. So in this case, James is doing just a lot of mannerisms that match the lyrics. So when he was talking about something up in the sky, he pointed up in the sky. Something with the eyes, he literally went like this with his eyes. He will stop strumming and playing for a second to do those mannerisms, and I appreciate that to the max. I actually love that. There was an echo on one of the notes that he sang there, and for some reason it just resonated with me, and it just gave me massive chills. So I love it. I love his voice in general. This is a live performance. He sounds so good. But I digress. Let's keep going. You hear the crowd? Slow motion, so old school. Wow.
Chill factor acquired.
Okay. Oh, say, can you see? Oh, gosh, I was singing. I didn't expect the song to end that abruptly. My goodness, what a solo, huh? Even the way that the light was shining behind him also played a factor in giving me those chills. What a performance. I can't believe I've never heard that before. So I guess that's one of the questions that I will have at the end when we are actually doing our interpretation of the song or just review in general. But before that, I think Patreon and I need to watch this entire performance nonstop all the way through because we can on Patreon. YouTube, it's always up in the air. We won't know. I won't know until I upload it and see what happens with the copyright. So it's Metallica, though. I don't know their label, but they're a huge band. So I'm going to go ahead and safely assume that most likely I'm going to have to fast forward this on YouTube. So I'm so sorry, YouTube. I'm guessing that I am about to fast forward and see you in 5 seconds for the final review. Yeah, okay, here we go. And then the song ends abruptly, which is my only complaint. On such a crazy performance like that, I have to, I mean, in general, let's be honest, I love to hear the applause play out, just let it go. It kind of makes me feel like I was there, and I want to feel the roar of the crowd. I want to hear it. My goodness, can you imagine being there during that performance? In fact, if you happen to be, let me know. Or, you know, not specifically that one, but if you've seen Metallica live. I feel like I had to take a deep breath after that. That was so awesome. I had to take a few notes, and I do have a couple questions. So let's go ahead and talk about it. The song starts off so amped up, and it pretty much stays there the whole time, huh? He does his intro. The crowd really responds to the name of the song. They know it's coming. They can't wait for it. I feel like for the majority of this performance, that drummer, I don't know his name, was practically on his feet, just banging the hell out of those drums. He was really into, I mean, let's be honest again, all of them were. But it was so interesting seeing that drummer drum. Because if he had any moment to stand, he took it. Oh, that is so cool. My favorite riff of the song, just because it reminds me of Legend of Dragoon. I've mentioned that a few times. But I'm a nerd. I digress. Sorry. His voice. What? 1989? I don't know when auto-tuning during vocal performances was a thing. I have a feeling it wasn't around during that time. That's him. And he's just sounding so good, perfectly in pitch. He still has that iconic sound to his voice. I love his voice. You don't need no auto-tune like people might do today. Again, I mentioned his body mannerisms when he was talking about the sky, and he even went like this, insane eyes. Were there technically 2 guitar solos in the song? There was one midway through and then the ending. There's a part in this song where James is singing. That's his name, right? Oh my gosh, if I have it wrong, because I'm going completely off memory here, off the last time I reacted to Metallica, and it's been a minute. James Hetfield? Where pretty much all of the instrumentation stops, and he lets out a note that echoes beautifully. I love how they did that. It gave me so many chills. In fact, I mean, how many times did I get...
Chill factor acquired.
How many times did I press that button during this performance? It was amazing. But the way that they took everything out to just emphasize that note for just a couple seconds and then come back in. Oh, I love it when that happens. And then I think out of the 2 guitar solos that there were, 2 short ones, well, maybe 30 seconds each or so. I'm gonna have to give it to the final, the final solo there, because of the way that he was lit up with the light behind him. And also because at the end he threw in, "Oh, say, can you see?" And the crowd loved it. They definitely responded to that. They got incredibly loud. I got chills just thinking about it. Imagine that energy in the crowd. So, um, one of my questions is this a big hit of theirs, or is this a lesser known song of theirs? I feel like it's probably a hit. I just don't know the band very well. Um, so let me know if I'm correct on that. Otherwise, I also want to know if you've seen them live. In general, today, sure, but I really want to know if you saw them like in the 80s, late 80s, maybe. Tell me all about it so I can experience it vicariously through you. But regardless, that was so much fun. Scott, thank you once again. I truly appreciate listening to good music, and I truly appreciate your requests. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reaction, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Patreon link, as well as the Discord link in the description below. And I will see you next time. Bye!